Gemini, welcome to your soul path reading. All right, we're going to free flow it today. For those of you that are new, I am an energy channeler. Okay, some of what you see may not ring traditional. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Roles can still be reversed. I could still be picking up on third-party storylines and not yours. If it doesn't resonate, don't try to make it fit. Look at other aspects of your natal chart, okay? Or just look at one that calls out to you, okay? So, for those of you returning, I appreciate you. You are why I keep coming back, right? Ooh, these are trying to get out. Root chakra trying to get out. I want you to take a minute and just kind of think about, right? Like what is your soul asking for here? Like what are you needing clarity on? Okay. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, guys. It is how new people find the channel, and it is a really beautiful give back. And I appreciate every single one of you for all of that. Oof. All right, let's see what's going on here. All right, thank you. It's very interesting. You're in the cold right now. Okay, but you visualize all of that melting away and being exactly where you're meant to be, out of the cold, right? Like you're like, I visualize it. I'm out of the cold, okay? Underlying here, there is an awareness that this is going to happen after a transition. Okay, you're standing kind of at a crossroads, you are moving ahead, and you are very aware of all of this. I don't think any of this is out of your awareness, okay? You're very aware of all of this. Yeah, okay, you are freeing yourself from some aspect of your life. Harmony of head and heart, okay, which is a completion. But then we also have that aspect of there's a part of you that doesn't want to let it go. And I feel like that's where that beginning sort of comes into play here, right? Because when you visualize and cast it out really far, it's almost like it becomes never attainable. And so by having a positive 10 and a negative 10, okay, I'm in line, aligned with everything I want, and then look, I'm suppressed. I'm not allowing anything that I want. It leaves you kind of in this stuck energy, almost like a Two of Swords, where you're blind. You don't really know where it is that you're going to go. Okay, how do you get there? And for some of you, it's because you're undecided, right? You're like, well, this was established. This was a path that I always had. It was always established. And this is a path that came out of nowhere, and it felt really good, and it seemed really lucky that it came along when it did. But isn't that a trick? Right? So what else here, Gemini? Four of Cups. Yeah, you're like, I'm not going to be tricked. That is not a sun in the air. That is not a moon in the air. Some blue planet that I'm not going to let trick me. They're like, that's Neptune. This is your Chiron calling you to heal, right? Like, what house is your Chiron in? What are you being called to heal? You're not believing it. Four of Cups. I'm not believing any of this. So I'm just going to keep visualizing it way, way out there. Okay? Standing at this crossroads. Thinking about it. Page of Swords. contemplating. Right? Or not even swords, it's the wands, page of wands. Contemplating. And this page is standing, I think the reason I got the swords is because they're kind of standing almost like on a cloud or on snow, right? Like that winter energy. And the fire is right up against it. So if it's snow, it would melt, right? Contemplating. If I'm so close to it, why isn't that lake here in front of me, right? Why isn't this winter, why isn't it thawed? Someone hasn't showed you their whole self. They also carry the Ten of Wands. And they're heavily anchored to something very, very deep, but they're learning. And they may not want you to see how much they're learning because they are wearing a partial mask here. And I almost see them as, oh, you're a page, I'll match that page. Sort of an energy. Nine of Swords in reverse. You're trying not to think about this pathway because it brings you into this dark moon void sort of an energy. Page of Cups. If I just sit here, just hold. They're reminding me almost like, right, like when I get like a hot chocolate, I just hold it and I'm like, oh, that just feels good, right? But I don't drink it because it just the thought and the energy and the holding of it feels so good. That cup feels so good. What makes you happy feels so good. Ten of Swords on the bottom here with the Magician, which is you. But the Magician is protecting their heart, protecting their world, very much holding on to this person, right? Like, that's the fire, right? That's what's going to thaw me. That's what feels so good. But, like, I'm not going to go there, right? Because Ten of Swords, because it's a trick, and I'm just going to get hurt. I'm not going to go there. Right? You're so protecting yourself from healing this. This is your personal revolution, Nine of Wands here. Okay, very Sagittarian energy I'm feeling. Pluto, revolutionary. And you're protecting yourself from taking action with that one wand. And then here comes this Page of Swords. Why are we standing here in the fog? Right? What were we doing here anyway? I've got the Seven of Pentacles on the bottom. Without any real water, without any real emotion, it's just never going to grow. And the fire has just dried everything out. Okay? What else here, Spirit? For Gemini. Yeah. You're going through a death, right? And you're being guided to follow, right? Follow this harmony. Let your heart and your head come into alignment. Follow this harmony. Okay. And in some aspects it feels fun, right? Again, I'm getting here the Page of Wands on the Page of Wands. And it's interesting because we've got the male and the female version. You may be very new to your own inner divine union, and your heart's starting to light up, but you don't want to go anywhere near those emotions. Okay? And it's kind of fun, it's kind of enjoyable, and you're holding on to this slingshot, and you're like, if I pick one of these, the cup, the sword, the wand, the pentacle, if I pick one of these and I slingshot it, what is it going to create, right? What are you going to create here, right? And again, Nine of Swords in reverse, because the Queen of Swords here holds on to that last sword. And perhaps that last fiery conversation that you had here with the Eight of Wands. And so it could keep you just holding that one cup and remembering just the fire, because you don't want to go into the heart space and remember the sadness. But Three of Wands here, you know, there's again, you're at that crossroads, at that bridge. There's a freeing and understanding that you're moving on, and you are resisting it. Page of Pentacles in reverse. I don't want to plant anew. Justice in reverse. You don't want that justice. Nine of Wands in reverse. Look at me. You're like, I am guard down. Right? There's this stairwell, though, kind of like the bridge going upwards, that's calling you forward. But you're like, I don't want that justice. The Hanged Man in reverse. And the Ace of Pentacles. I'm not going to plant anew. I don't want this. But that's why you need heart and mind, right? Heart and knowing, third eye harmony, is because the knowing, your inner knowing, is that you know you're being guided to move forward to this planting that you are being called to do, right? And look at that. What is that planting? It's the Two of Cups. The Ace of Swords, right? It changes everything. And you're like, but the old was growing so well. It was established. Okay. I feel like you're focusing on work, building networking partnerships here. Nine of Pentacles here. Okay, working with friends. And you say this is about freeing yourself here. But that is deceptive under the moon. They're saying to be stalemate. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, I'll pluck this when it grows. But there's almost like a parasite under the surface here in the Seven of Pentacles. To me, it almost reminds me of a very sluggish sort of digestive system energy here. So energetically, you're just not digesting the information. And so it's making everything feel like it's growing slow under the surface. If you don't pick it soon, it's gonna rot. Okay. Yeah, and here's this Three of Wands. Again, we've got the masculine and the feminine. Okay, somebody's waiting in their emotions here, Gemini. Again, roles can be reversed. They have as much passion, but they may be getting ready to go out to the emotions on their own. Eight of Wands. They're saying that all it takes is the conversation. Whatever way, shape, or form that takes for you. Okay? That's all it takes is the conversation. A text, an email, a phone call, okay, an actual conversation. Knight of Wands here. Somebody here seems a little like, oh, they're a little wild, right? And it could be that you feel that this person is too wild for you. And you're like, I'm just going to have my own party right here. Knight of Wands. My own little party over here. My own little fire pit. Roast my marshmallows. I don't need to go out there with you. Okay? Could have a little fear of success that you are struggling with. Why would that be? Nine of Swords. I feel like you have this dark cloud and this feeling of being disappointed or disappointing others. Not seeing the silver lining, not seeing the lessons that you've learned in all of this. Yeah, because you take it all on yourself. Even if this was a lesson for someone else, you don't listen to your higher self. You listen to the ego, to the mind, and you're like not allowing yourself to release this. Five of Cups in reverse to the Three of Pentacles. You feel that whatever magical soul connection, person, place, or thing that came into your life, like, broke everything. Okay? And you could feel like, oh, I finally followed my passion to what I wanted to do for a career, and it destroyed everything. I met someone that awakened me, and now I'm spiritual and woo, and it broke everything. But it didn't. It awakened everything. It opened up all the possibilities here. Four of Wands. And you celebrated it. But now, the bottom is the Tower. Now you see all of that celebration in some aspect as, was I really serving my higher good? And I feel like that's out of fear of the next step. Yeah. Okay, again, I feel like you have balanced yourself. You've balanced your inner feminine and masculine. They're at the same level. Okay. Yeah. Now you're ready for that communication, that contract, that next phase. Okay. Yeah, Sagittarius, rebirth. You're ready for that expansion. You're ready to take on whatever next lesson, next phase of your life is meant, and you feel it. It's almost like this shield is like a satellite system, and it's like, come on, let's go. And you're like, no. Okay, Saturn, I'm limited. I'm too limited to go. And that's the fear. That's that ego energy, right? There's that dark moon. where you're like, that's not the real moon. I'm not going to listen to it. But Leo season is going to talk to you. Okay, Leo season is going to bring in an expression of, I feel like, actions that are going to bring you into your strength. Okay. I am already abundant beyond measure. Okay? You've already created this abundance. You are afraid to pluck it. My grief, anger, sadness, anxiety, or loneliness do not define me. Right? You've been in a dark night. You've been feeling alone. There's something about staying in that winter energy that you feel is serving something for you. It is my birthright to thrive. Okay. You have 2 cups. You have enough room to fill it because you are balanced, right? Underlying here is I am becoming who I was meant to be. Okay, Gemini, you are becoming who you were meant to be. What other advice does Gemini need here, Spirit? Again, Ace of Pentacles. Yes, you need to plant that seed. Yes, it's going to bring in a little bit of a storm. Okay? If you don't get the rains, the seed won't grow. It just will dry out and shrivel up in this hard old sand. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. But you're like, I don't have anyone to help me. I don't have any support. Again, I feel like this is just in your head, right? Within the next 2 weeks, if you open your eyes, you're going to see how much support you have. You're going to see, they're showing me that together, this is the 4 of Pentacles. This is the restriction. And they're showing me that it's like, the other day, when we went to get blood work done, we saw a penny sitting on the floor of the lab. And I said, oh, find a penny. And my daughter looked at me and she said, no, COVID, you can stay there. And I laughed and I said, oh, well, don't just think of it that way. Think of it that you're giving it away. Because the little thing that I always had in my head when I was a little girl was, find a penny, pick it up, and all the day you'll have good luck. Find a penny, give it away, and you'll end up having more, right? That's the magic penny. I said, so envision that you're just giving it away to someone else. Okay, and then you'll have so much more. You just have to change the thought process, but again, right, you're working on it, but you're going from the page, right, to the knight. It's very slow. You've got your head down, you're barreling through, holding on to this pentacle that you don't really want to plant, and you're just making it a harder uphill battle for yourself than it actually needs to be. Because look, 9 of Pentacles. If you allow yourself to plant it, to go through the storm, to go through this transition, things start to blossom, things start to bloom, right? Everything changes, and it changes rather quickly. Okay? Yeah. But again, it's saying you have to go through this transition if you want to get there. That's the only way, right? From death, there's the sun, birth. And what does it bring? An overflowing cup. Ace of Cups, right? It is, these are the 2 factors to create a very bountiful harvest. When you plant something and you water it and you give it sun, it grows, right? You're not a mushroom. You don't need to be stuck in a closet covered with shit to grow, right? You're something, not that mushrooms are bad, I love mushrooms, but you're something blossoming in a beautiful, different way. What else here, Spirit? Okay, again, yeah, you need to walk away from the past, okay, and take this new adventure. You're ready for it. You're ready for this bridge. Okay, the 2 there, the headlights are on. Again, though, you're like, no, I'm going to control this fire. I'm not going to let this pentacle escape the fire. I'm not going to let it get planted. It's defining me. Okay? It's time for change, and you're trying to hold on so tightly, right? That suppression, so tightly to this change. Yeah, but again, within, you are ready for this, okay? You have come into solidarity here in this inner union of divine feminine, divine masculine. You're ready for this, okay? You truly, truly are. All right, let's get you some dream cards here. Let's see. I know that focusing my attention on things I cannot control distracts me from my journey. I am letting go. I know that I am the only person who can bring forth the creativity that lives in my body. I am magic. I know that my purpose is far greater than just working and paying bills. I am more than my career, right? But you have to allow it. Underlying here, I am never stuck, right? That's what you're doing, is keeping yourself stuck with that suppression. Right, I'm going to close it off with an oracle, and then I'm going to dig deeper over in Patreon. It's pay what you can, renews on the 1st of every month. Okay, you can come pay it just $1 if that's all you've got. I want to make it affordable. If you've got $10 to throw at the channel, please do. Underlying aging, right? Again, it's like there's this time, right? Time is built in differently into our reality. And so you've got only in a certain amount of time. Why are you wasting it not planting that seed and moving forward? Okay? Enjoyment. Striving and pushing makes life into endless hard work. The more you are inviting love to take over, the more enjoyment comes. Okay? You have to allow love to take over. Service. That's part of what you've been stagnant in. Service, right? Stop using the universe to try to get what you want and start asking love to use you. Ironically, many desires become fulfilled without grasping or manipulation. If you let the winter move to spring, the snow will melt on its own. True love. This is your true love, if that's what you were asking about. Right? Your wholeness is there, right? Your union. You're already in union with yourself. Your wholeness and safety lie within, not from a partner. But this sovereignty actually leads to the deepest intimacy. Right? Just allow this now to lead you, this inner union to an outer union. Solitude. Once you embrace the inner divine and your own sacred solitude, the right people will arrive at the right time, exactly on schedule, without forcing or chasing. But that also again comes with aligning to your heart. So I hope this helped you. I hope you guys have a beautiful week if this is where I leave you. If you're heading over to Patreon, that link is down below. I'll see you there in a minute. If you'd like a personal reading, all of that's down below. And again, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Much love, guys. Bye.